This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons like Chris, Clinway, Metalligo Phaleon, Ariel, CeeLo Redwind, Dimos, Sprocket, Christoph Haas, Centra, Casey Schaefer, Bobby Forbridge, and Omejicat Comet. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/SpeakersXIV.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Hello Eorzeans, welcome to Speakers of Eidolon episode 67. I'm Lakeel Bravestone and I'm joined today by Yaspot and Maela Vanadar. Welcome. Unending Coil, it happened.
It's finally happened.
Hey!
It's cleared today, which was good because we were worried that we wouldn't have enough to talk about today, but then this happened, so yay for that.
I literally said on stream, it was last night,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, what are we going to talk about? Well, if somebody could just go ahead and clear, that would be great, and then it actually happens.
Just before we continue, YouTube, I'm sorry, but YouTube is being weird today, which is why YouTube chat isn't appearing on screen today. We are still reading you, chat, so don't worry about that. But hopefully it'll just work. We'll see. But yeah, Coil was beat. We're going to talk a little bit more about that today, as well as Yoshi-P briefly talking about some new stuff during the Paris Game Show. We're not going to talk too much about Paris Game Show itself because everything was in French, so it was very difficult to like follow any of it. But we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to touch upon the UI settings. There's a small update to that, and there was a tiny hint to what the future of Eureka. That was sort of like almost like it was at the complete bottom of the live letter digest for the latest live letter, and it's kind of interesting what he said. Also, Remnants of a Realm, channel updates now. Remnants of a Realm delayed, but it's premiering today for Patreon supporters and people watching the post show. There's been, I don't know what's happening to Remnants of a Realm because it's like it's cursed now. Every time I try to render something, something starts glitching out, and I don't see it until it's done rendering, and I'm like playing it back. I'm especially struggling with like the overlay that comes down with the information. Every time it pops down, it starts jumping all over the screen. So that's fun. So that's happening today at the post show. Fourth host is imminent. We are about to get the fourth host. We haven't decided yet, but it is very close. We're sort of done with all our interviews now, so now we just have to decide, basically. And because of that, minimum eye level will return, which, yay, we finally have another segment in this show. And I thought we'd just pull, and we'll have to redraw, because I cannot remember.
Oh, no, I can't remember either.
No, so we're just going to draw a new dungeon. Whatever dungeon we drew back then, that's lost. I don't know which one it was. It was a hard mode dungeon, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was Sastasha hard.
Yeah, well, then we're redrawing. We're redrawing that. Yeah, we're also working on a regular stream schedule. You'll probably see more of that after we've settled the fourth member. So yeah, we'll see. The goal is at least three planned weekly streams, and then we'll have some casual streams in between. We'll get to that whenever we've filled the fourth position. Let's go to the week in review before we get to the news. What we've done in 14 this week. I can go first because I haven't really done a lot as usual. I've mostly done Orm Vale was drawn. Oh no. Oh no. I would have remembered if we drew Orm Vale. Don't worry. I remember I almost drew it though. Oh, actually, I remember that. Yeah, I had 2 notes, and
You did.
the other note fell down, and it was Orm Vale. I dodged a bullet there. Okay, so what did I do in 14 this week? I haven't really done a whole lot. I've done all the weekly shit, though I haven't capped my tomes yet, which is bad. I can do that tomorrow because I'm done with remnants.
Tomes now, anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm still behind on the gear. I still have like 215 jewelry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. I don't want to look at me.
I assume you meant 315 and not 215.
Oh, I mean, God, 315. Dude, I'm still in a Realm Reborn or Heaven's Sword.
I do
can't
that
remember.
all the time.
Yeah.
You're still in a Realm Reborn.
I'm still struggling with my Realm Reborn gear. Please, I need to cap my poetics. Yeah. Other than that, I haven't done anything. I keep saying I want to do the Halloween event to get all the stuff, but I never do it. And I'm gonna keep doing this until the event is over.
It's gone. Yeah.
It's over.
Oh, is it already over?
I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Is it actually over?
Is it actually?
Yeah, I think it ended on the 1st of November. Did it not? Can anyone confirm? I'm pretty sure it's already
I'm
ended.
looking right now.
At least I got the candles. I got the candles and the food.
It's over.
Oh my.
It's over.
Oh my.
Don't worry, Luca, you can buy
It ended 3 days ago,
Yes.
actually.
It ended 3 days ago?
It ended 3
Jesus
days ago.
Christ. That's the worst part. I've been like contemplating doing it like yesterday. I was like, should I do it today? No, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, on the positive note, I did finish the yokai thing. I did do that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Some of us finished it the first.
I know, but
yeah, everybody.
I don't
else
know
here.
why I didn't do it. I think
Probably because it's
the
so
worst.
fun that
Yeah.
you just feel like you can't have that much fun in one go.
I probably. I think I just got 1 weapon and then that was it. Because I think you
What?
just needed like 7 medals or something for that.
Are you joking? You only got 1?
No, wait, I got the mount. How many did you need to get the first mount?
The mount you needed to get every minion to get the first.
Yeah.
So I got all the
Yeah.
minions.
But the minion tokens were way easier.
Yeah,
to
they
get.
were
They,
easy.
they
'cause
were 100%.
they were
right.
100%, yeah. I can't remember how many I got initially, but I had to do like a lot of them this time. But I did it. It's gone. It's out of my head. Fuck
Good
off.
job.
Don't ever come back, please. And don't put it on the mug station. Because I'm
Do
gonna
it.
kill someone if they do that.
Do it.
Fuck. Anyone else wanna share? Yes.
I finished getting everything to 70.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, the Dark Knight and Bard were my last 2. So I did that. I just randomly just bumped it out one morning.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much all I've done though. I mean, I've been raiding still. I have seen Neo X Death finally.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So hopefully I can have that down within a week or 2. And I've been leveling my ult, so I have not been doing much.
Well, Mala,
Not much at all.
you're our last saving grace. What have you done?
I did Rabanastra on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
That-
It's the best, right?
That's it.
Is that actually all you did?
Yeah, I've been a busy week. I've got a different shift at work, so it's kind of adjusting to that. So I haven't really played much. You're welcome, everyone.
Final Fantasy 14 podcast. Okay, let's talk about the news then. Unending Coil of Bahamut cleared. It's
Hooray!
yay. How long has it been? 11 days. It stood unbeaten, uncleared.
Let's just say like about. Has it only been 2 weeks? No.
Yeah, it's been less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Gee,
I thought it was
like
way
3.
more. It feels like
Yeah.
it's been way longer, but no, it's only been 11 days.
Wow.
And sort of out of the blue, this Japanese unnamed team from an unnamed FC. Well, 12 days.
Well-
It depends on where you are, I guess.
I mean, it is it's basically Lucrezia, basically.
Is it?
Yeah, six out of 8 of the members were from the old Lucrezia raid team.
Okay.
So they might not be going under that name, but that's basically who it was.
Yeah.
It's not like they weren't like just guys who were like, let's do it, guys. Let's just make a random static and clear ultimate first.
People are saying 12 days, but surely the patch came out on the 24th. That's 7 days. That's 31. Oh, Sprocket Audio, thank you for subscribing. Oh, Sprocket, you're a patron too. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
you're right.
4.
24. That's a week, and no, it's 11 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where 12 came from. Anyways, yes, congratulations to the unnamed FC team. They're from the Alexander server. Still the only one that has cleared it.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Because
It was
usually
just
you see when the first world first comes in, the other ones tick in quickly
Yeah.
after. But so far, that's not happening. So maybe they had like extreme luck.
Yeah.
Could have happened.
You were saying something about a rescue, right?
Yeah, there was talks about that.
Somebody was saying that.
Yeah.
That a rescue is what stopped them from.
Yeah. I don't know if that
Wiping.
was. I mean, right now there are like a million rumors about everything
Mhm.
because no one really knows anything. Because all we have, I think, is that screenshot.
Yeah.
And that's it. So everyone's like trying to figure out how they did that. But yeah, Angered did not get the world first.
Which is
Can't say I'm not
interesting.
surprised.
No.
I knew that once it was past like
Yeah.
probably the first week, it was like, yeah, they're probably gonna go back to work, and
yeah.
a lot of the Japanese players, they didn't seem like they were even taking breaks to breathe. Like they were going
It
hard.
was
Yeah.
intense, wasn't it? But I think it's good Anger didn't win.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think
There-
people are probably getting tired of seeing their name world first every time. It might put some other groups off.
Yeah.
vying for it. And now that they've seen a new person has done it.
I mean, they're still gonna always be like one of the best
Oh, of course, yeah.
teams. So not to downplay Angered, but it's probably a good thing for the raid scene as a
Yeah.
whole to have somebody else clear something 1st, so it gives people motivation to even try and
Exactly.
race, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if it's just gonna be Angered every time, it's like, well, why even try?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. So yeah, do you think the second and third place are going to be Japanese players as well?
That I don't know. I think probably not. Probably not both of them.
No.
I imagine Angered is still gonna be top few.
Yeah, probably. I would.
Yeah.
It feels like there's no. I mean, we can't know because it's so random. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I saw people in chat talking about the rescue ad. So it is that clip that I posted then, the one with the rescue. That has to be from that team then, which is literally what saved them. A well placed rescue. Hey, that skill is actually very useful.
It is good when it's not used for trolling. It's
Yeah.
a great skill.
Yeah. So let's move
Do you want
on.
to know,
What?
actually, side point, do you want to know the absolute best use for rescue ever, and everyone should use it?
What?
You can rescue somebody after the limit break goes off, and you can break the animation lock.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, that's
Really,
interesting.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't get stuck there for 8 years.
Yeah, especially like a healer LB3 lock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mama.
It's like everyone's alive, but I'm sitting here going,
Yeah.
look how great I am, and I'm doing something.
I saved everyone. Oh shit.
Move.
Yeah. So do you think when do you think the next one's gonna come out? The next ultimate then? Based on this clear rate.
Well, probably. Like, what do you mean? Do you think
Like how
when's the next one gonna get beat?
No. When do you think they're gonna make a? Because we initially talked about like, oh, this is content that's gonna last forever. Technically, it's still gonna last for a fucking long time. I mean, these are I would almost say these people are less than the 1% at this point, the ones that cleared it.
Yeah. No, I
Um,
would say that it's probably going to be. Maybe I'm totally off base here, but I would assume it's probably a 4.3 and a 4.5.
Yeah, I think I don't think it's going to be in the next patch. I don't think we'll see it
No,
in-
definitely
in the-
not. Definitely not.
Yeah. I wonder what they'll we talked about this before. What the next one's going to be. There's no way of knowing.
Yeah, somebody in chat says top 1% of the top 1%.
Yeah, there
That's
you go. There you go.
That's a very
Accurate.
accurate statement.
Yeah.
It would be quite interesting if the second and third place for this is still there's quite a large gap between first and second in terms of completion.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, what if it's another 2 weeks before someone gets second? And this was just a really, really good run.
Mm-hmm. Again,
Okay,
yeah,
please,
because of
please.
that rescue that everyone
Yeah.
talks about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and still, we still don't know like anything about the fight other than because they don't really share anything of the last. Because Phoenix has been confirmed.
We know Phoenix is in it, and then there's that
And it's
cool
badass.
golden
It is
thing.
that transition is awesome, by the way.
Really good.
Like,
And how you have to die.
yeah,
Like, there's no option.
Yeah.
You die, and then
yeah,
And then he comes back as
You-
golden Bahamut. It's
Dude.
just amazing.
yeah.
that's
Mile-
so good.
Myla is like quiet. How are you quiet?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'll fix this. I'll just get your audio up. How about now? Talk.
Hello.
That's better.
I'm more worried about fireworks, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I think
there's
that's not the
people
moment.
are celebrating what's it called? Bonfire Day?
Bonfire night.
Bonfire Night. Okay.
But it is tomorrow, not today. So whatever.
Then why would they
Because there is Saturday. They don't want to do it on a Sunday. people.
Oh
Does anybody even have an actual bonfire? Because that seems like you probably should just have a
neighbor,
bonfire and not set off fireworks.
Yeah, one of our neighbours had one, and it was horrible. There was just smoke pluming everywhere. I thought their
Dude.
house was on fire. It was horrible.
Welcome to Canada. That's like every corner.
Okay. Let's move on then to our next topic.
I'm so excited for this.
Yoshi-P
God.
during we can talk before that. Let's quickly just explain that there's been an event in Paris Games Week.
Mhm.
14 was represented there. Odd choice, but again, this is Square Enix. The entire stream was in French.
They did that for the Final Fantasy 15 Paris Games Week thing too.
Yeah. It's
So I mean that's fair. I get it, but
Mm.
also sucks. You know, I'm pretty sure if we're used to it by any company, we're used to
Yeah.
it from
yeah.
Square
Yeah.
Enix because they don't even do their regular streams in English. So
Yeah.
what does it matter?
Yeah, it's weird because like they had the choice. Like we're gonna. Well, I guess they didn't have the choice because all the staff there is French, so I guess they didn't
Mhm.
really have much of a choice. Okay, so during this event, Yoshi-P had, I believe it was a Q&A, and he did give us some information. Just to quickly just recap some of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go more in depth. Don't worry.
Mhm.
Yes, we'll be reading that. But they're gonna talk about there was talks about a big Glamour system change planned
Mhm.
for 4.2. Mobile app will let you chat with FC and friend, check market board and manage items and retainers. Second Omega raid will have surprising content. When asked about adding more
Ooh.
contents from old Final Fantasy, a la Rabanaster and Omega. So let's get to the Q&A.
Are you doing the Q's and the A's, yes?
No,
yes.
somebody else can do the A's.
Okay.
Can I do the A's?
Okay, you do the A's.
Yeah.
Ah, fantastic.
So it's probably like I don't know, 15 questions, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a pretty long interview.
So it's gonna be great.
Starts with Admiral Melwib is active in the future.
I think that Melwib does not work in Limosa Liminza, does not hit the focus. If I win, I think it would be nice if not going into war with the Glamour Empire. Sorry.
That's a funny question, though. I mean, answer. He's a funny.
It's funny.
So yeah, that's interesting because Limosa Lominsa.
Oh. Yeah, because Melwib hasn't been in it quite recently.
That
has
is
she?
true though. Genuinely, she has not been
No.
No.
in it very much.
Yeah,
So-
but there hasn't been.
And obviously, if we're going to war with the Glamour Empire, then
Ooh, there's something wrong with the audio. I think I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's yeah. So I mean, I've missed her. Melwib
Me too.
has been gone for a while, so bring her back. I love her voice actor.
Yes.
That's true. She has a really good voice actor.
Okay,
Uh,
this one is
second
very
question
important.
is
Yeah.
this one's very important. Yeah.
Mhm.
Want you to increase the character's face option.
Just a second. Now, there is no plan to increase the number of players, as Final Fantasy series ask for more than a certain character quality. So if you increase more face options, more characters will be created that is not like Final Fantasy. There are people who care about it.
Mhm.
Also, if you increase your customization options anymore, there is a possibility that you cannot play comfortably as the amount of traffic increases considerably when the character moves to the content.
Mhm.
However, since I think that it is an issue to increase the number of parts you can choose instead of an option that is available, please give us feedback on what kind of parts you would like to have.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
that's a fair explanation.
yeah, because a lot of people, yeah, if you increase more face options, more characters will be created that's not like Final Fantasy.
Like if you go on, like, say, Black Desert, that has a very robust character creation in there.
Mhm.
There's quite a lot of immersion breaking
So-
characters.
Basically,
Well, and I think that's personally for me is why they're not really wanting to add races that look very different from each
Yeah.
other. You know, they want to keep everything very human-like and
I think like in
kinda-
like more specifically, he doesn't want the slide. I think the sliders is like a problem here because people can make ugly characters. I think that's what it's like trying to say. Like it's just
Yeah.
tiptoeing around it.
But I mean, plus, like, if there are like 4 face options,
Mm-hmm.
the data just has to be which one of those to load rather than like all sliders of numerics. It's a lot more,
Yeah.
a lot more data.
that's very true. Absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So legitimate answer. I still do want more character customization eventually.
For
You know,
Yeah.
so it's a good
If-
thing.
If we're not getting sliders, at least give us more presets.
At minimum,
options.
Yeah.
at minimum, another clan for them all.
You want a new
That
clan?
would be
At
that would be
minimum,
great.
Like,
That'd be amazing.
because it's not a huge amount of work, but it would increase the variety. It's like,
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, like add like the Gosetsu Rogadin
yeah.
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, totally. Why are you planning to increase classes such as gatherers and crafters?
Well, yes. Regarding crafters, there is no plan. There may be thought if there is a good idea to become a minor occupation and to have recipes and items to be issued for it, trying to increase no more. But at the moment, there are only minor things, as there is no plan for implementation. There is room for addition to Gazar. There are plans to foster sheep and hunt hare, spelled H-A-I-R. Creators are more feasible.
I don't know what any of that means, dude. I have no idea. I have no idea what any of that means.
I think he's trying to say, like, because there was like the stable. What was the original?
Yeah.
duty of the
Shepherd.
handler? Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
So there are plans to foster sheep and also hunt hare.
Oh.
So I think he's trying to like say, oh, we could add Gazar classes, like foster
Gaza.
sheep and hare hunters.
That's actually that would be kind of cool. Like a hunter gathering class would be sweet.
Yeah.
That would be really sweet.
I
mean,
really
yeah.
want
Yeah. What?
an archaeologist class with loads
yeah,
of
we've-
lore.
I still want that,
About
yeah,
that,
yeah.
because I will stand by it that is one of the things that is super fun in World of Warcraft. That was one of my
Yes.
favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
and that
even
would-
if you're getting the trash ones over and over again, it was still interesting the first time getting them.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just fun. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
good thing. I liked. Yeah, I would welcome that 100%.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
Mm.
So he's basically opening up for at least Shepherd, because if you think about it,
Yeah.
Shepherd was planned for 1.0. They went really far into planning it too. I mean, they made the guild house, like they had the signs, they had the icon ready, like they had the antlers. That was the
Well, Lukiel,
what?
we also have a Musketeers Guild.
True,
Oh,
true,
God.
true. That's true. But I
But
mean,
what-
yeah.
What would a shepherd do?
Yeah, I don't know how they would.
He would follow.
Yeah.
If you look at how they had planned it for 1.0, they had like this what's it called, a pasture? They had like
Mm.
yeah, they had those
Yeah.
placed around the world, and I would assume you would just get skin from them. Maybe there was a mini game intended for just like gatherers today. There was a system for gathering wool from different animals in those
Right.
pastures. Probably, because it was 1.0, it was probably really terrible, and possibly why they decided not to do it. But
Maybe you go out and tame like woolly things and keep them on your
Yeah.
farm.
Dude,
And
if
then
you
get
if
into the
you
wool.
if that was the thing, that would be the most fun.
imagine an outdoor
that'd be
thing that you
amazing.
can have to your house, so you can have your own
Yeah.
animals.
That's the coolest thing ever. Like,
Your own
that's
caracal.
never gonna happen.
No,
I'll just go ahead. That's never gonna happen. But if they do something like that, that would be awesome. I want that, please.
Yeah, that would be cool.
yeah,
I guess hunt hare is.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
not too certain what he means by hunt hare.
I'm assuming that's like a hunter, like saying like
Yeah,
go and kill rabbits.
skinning,
It's spelled wrong,
yeah,
but
yeah,
Yeah,
go and kill rabbits,
yeah.
whatever. But you don't need to
So-
do. You just do that with a sword, and then you
Yeah.
get skin. So I don't really
Is
see
he
how that would work.
basically saying leather worker?
Yeah, or not even
Or,
leather work. It'd be
um,
the guy who goes and kills
there-
the animals.
yeah,
to get
what
the
There
leather.
were
yeah.
tanners. That was also a thing that was planned. Not
Not
tanners.
leather,
The thing, yeah, the leather part of the shepherd does the wool, and the other dude, guess it's hunter. I mean, they had the building outside the. I'm again talking about 1.0 because they clearly tried to do that there. They had like this field with what's it called?
Grass.
Well, fields of grass, but on there were these oh god, I want to say skin, but it's not.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
trapper. Makes more sense.
hides.
yeah, hides where they were
Yeah,
tanning
somebody
hides.
says somebody says it's a trapper, and that is probably the most accurate word
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
yeah,
a good word.
yeah. There was no data in the game for that, so that was clearly not pushed out at that time.
Mhm.
Okay, move on to next.
Okay. Are there plans to make enemies that cannot be defeated in the field?
Good question, yes. Well, there is something stronger than risky lawmaking. Cannot say that there are no plans to make monsters that cannot be defeated unless dozens of people are gathered. Is there an edition of Risky Mob? I'll leave that with you.
Is there an edition of Risky Mob though? That's the
What
question.
does he mean by risky lawmaking?
I don't know what risky lawmaking. Yeah, I don't know. And what's
but-
stronger than it? Because there is something stronger.
There is something.
But I think okay. So he's asking if there are some. They basically want stronger overworld mobs. Basically, I guess is what the question is.
But I mean, isn't what he described? There are no plans to make monsters that
Yeah.
cannot be defeated unless dozens of people are there. Isn't that a hunt?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a hunt.
Yeah.
So
Does he just want more regular, like, elite champion monsters?
This is
or
this
what?
is very relevant to the video, the Remnants of Realm episode, because I'm talking about notorious monsters in it. I'm
Right.
thinking they're thinking more in the route of highly notorious monsters or high notorious monsters, the really awful and terrible, scary mobs that you probably need like half the server to kill.
it'd be like
Oh
a
my
double
God.
S rank.
Yeah. The problem I think with that is, well, I mean, hunts are very popular right now. So
They really have always been. Yeah.
yeah, so I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, they would probably be really rare. Like they would spawn like once every 3 months, if following Square Enix's how they've handled hunts so far with the S ranks.
I mean, that would be cool, but I'm not gonna listen to them because, I mean, do I need to say it? Like open world primals. So
Oh, yeah.
that's not gonna happen. That never happened. This isn't gonna happen.
Yeah,
Mm,
summonable S ranks would be cool.
Yeah, like poppable. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah. We have
Yeah, that
zone
would be cool.
bosses in Fates. That's true. We have like the
Yeah, there's loads of things like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So we don't
Because
really
you're
need
not gonna
more.
beat.
And
I'll
yet
tell you,
there
you're not gonna
is-
beat Ixion with less than dozens of people. It's
Mhm.
just not
Yeah.
gonna happen. So
Yeah, and
And yet-
Odin is still fairly. I mean, didn't they adjust him for? I haven't done Odin since fucking Realm Reborn, but
I think he
Yeah,
goes
but
up to
he's
like level
still
60
hard,
or
though.
something now.
oh, okay. So they left him behind a bit.
Mhm.
So
Um,
we do have all that, and yet there is something stronger than risky lawmaking.
That's true.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. So next
Oh,
question. Can you expect submarines?
Well, the second content following the exploratory type content will start from patch 4.2. I think that it may be expected whether it is a submarine.
I don't know what this means. Well,
I know what I actually do know what he means. It's
yeah.
It's the new exploratory missions. They've actually. I know you were saying before the show you thought it would make more sense to be ships, right?
Yeah.
But they actually have been talking about specifically submarines.
Oh
for
yeah, they
quite a while.
have. I
Yeah, they
forgot.
have.
Yeah. Okay.
Have there been submarines literally ever in the game so far?
The Falcon.
Yeah.
No?
Right. That's
It's kind of a mini submarine, I guess.
But that's just because it had to be. Otherwise, people would get angry.
Well, I'm
within
sure.
The law.
I'm sure the Garleans could invent
Oh,
a
yeah,
submarine,
for sure.
right? Like they
Right,
got.
so are we going to kidnap one?
But it
We'll see.
may not look like a submarine like we picture it right
No,
now,
it
like the
doesn't have to
black,
be, but-
long, scary.
Well, hang on. Think where you're going with this, Nikhil.
Don't take this clip. Don't clip this and take it out of context. Okay. What? Yeah.
So, do we want submarines?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Is it just going to be identical to airships? And
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Probably.
Which is fine.
Whatever.
Something different, I guess.
Yeah.
Will we be able to get personal ones?
Probably not.
Personal
No, probably
ones.
not.
Oh, not for your house.
Yeah, like so everyone can enjoy the rewards. of
No.
them.
No.
Nah, they said they always wanted to keep the exploratory missions like exclusively free companies,
Yeah.
Right.
which I get. It
Yeah,
sucks,
there's-
but also I get it.
But there's so little you can do as a free company. So the little we have, we should
Mm.
should keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
Oh.
I plan to make it possible to attach more than one equipment to one item with the Mirage Prism. Is there?
This is an important one.
Although it is not an answer to the question, which is a good start.
That's how you start any answer.
I am changing the Mirapri system significantly towards patch 4.2. Schedule to register multiple Mirapri to register whole body, such as register chord of the whole, etc. It will be a system that almost everyone wants come true a little more. Please wait as more information can be outputted. Thank you.
So they're changing the Mirapri system.
Yes, Mirapri has been in the game for a while now, and it just needs an overhaul, really. Do you not agree?
I agree fully, man.
I agree.
Mirapri is the best part of this whole game.
Mirapri is the true endgame.
I don't understand how it became Mirapri. I don't
No,
know.
because you got
I
it
don't
right in
know.
the question.
Yeah, that's happens a few times.
Yeah.
So this next one isn't even a question. I don't.
But
I
should
think
we
you
do-
have to read the whole thing on that.
Okay,
one.
wait. Yeah. Well, let's discuss this first because
Yeah.
this
Okay,
is
yeah,
this
yeah.
is an important point.
Very important.
Although this translation doesn't quite do it justice, he did say that the Glamour system, or the Mirage system as it's called in Japanese, it's they're gonna change it quite drastically with 4.2,
Nice.
and I'm assuming it has something to do with the Glamour system we got for Squadrons.
I agree.
Hope so.
I would assume my assumption of that is that when you get that screen where it shows all the gear and what you want them glamored to,
Yeah.
I would assume that we're gonna get the same thing, but maybe for like a gear set.
Yes, either that.
You know?
Yeah.
Because how else would it really make sense,
Or
right?
class
Yeah.
based.
Or it could be class based. I guess that's true. Yeah.
I suppose you might still want multiple on each class.
I want that so badly because I wear the gold Creed armor, right?
Mm.
So anytime I switch to any other tank, I'm always wearing stupid looking gold armor because it takes the dye, but it can't take the glamour because it's paladin only.
Yeah.
So it
Really?
ends up
That
looking,
keeps the die.
but it keeps the dye. Yeah.
That's
So
really interesting. I didn't know it did that.
everything is gold and looks stupid. So
Yeah.
I'm very
It's
happy. I mean,
sorely needed.
Yeah, our Glamour
Sorely
system
needed.
right now is too basic and complicated.
without a doubt, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, this next one I don't think is a question, but
It's a little bit of everything, this one. So yeah.
it is. Please wait for the equipment of 24-man raids to be readily available, so I do not think that I cannot get the equipment easily with drops and lots that I want to have in the crafters. Think about the specifications that can be equipped a bit more.
It's well said.
So,
What does that? Wait. So what is he actually?
So
saying?
let's go through that again. Please wait for the equipment of 24 raids to be readily available, so I do not think that I cannot get the equipment easily with drops.
Does he mean
Lost,
when the lockout
One-
goes? The weekly cap?
I think he's saying that he doesn't want to have to wait for the drops in the 24-man raids, and he wants to have it crafted.
What? Why? What?
That's what it says. Like, I cannot get the equipment easily with drops and lots that I want to have in the crafters. Think about the specifications.
What? Okay. All right.
I don't even know if this is a
What does
thing
that
we
mean?
should. I don't know.
Does he basically? Is he saying, "Oh, I really like the look of the Evilise gear. Can I have a crafted version of it?"
Yeah, because there's that's actually a thing already. Like World of Darkness gear is a crafted.
Oh, yeah.
You can craft like
Right.
different colored sets of the World of Darkness gear
Fine.
and stuff like that. So
Go for it.
He wants,
So-
crafted versions of raid gear is basically the
Right.
question now.
Yeah, I
24
agree.
man
That
raids
would
to be
good.
more specific.
And they can be dyeable or something, unlike the normal.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can read this next question, to be honest. It's a mouthful.
Yeah, it's a mouthful, but here we go.
It's quite a lot.
Give it a go.
We'll think about the camera more, wanting to be able to draw more than this. It is difficult now because drawing and memory arrangement, etc., must be verified with all battle.
I mean, we can't even say what this is because there's no question. It just says I.
I don't know how this one translated.
I think I will think about the camera more wanting to be able to.
Okay, so
Oh, okay. No, he's talking about draw
think
distance.
I think the question sometimes, as you can see, is written in blue. I
Yeah.
think camera more wanting is supposed to be part of the question. I will
Right.
think about I wanting. No, it doesn't. No, nothing
it
makes
never
sense.
makes sense.
No, I think the question is are we going to be able to have a larger draw distance?
Oh, you're right. We have a fairly large
It's
draw
pretty-
distance.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it is pretty good already.
Does he mean like field of view? Because that I'm kind of missed. They had that in 1.0 again, but fuck, they had a third-person field of view slider.
that
um,
could be useful.
Yeah, that disappeared with
That's
the Realm Reborn.
possible.
Probably PS3 limitations.
And yeah, even
There's no such thing as
zooming out.
No, it was the servers. My mistake. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
the next question, I guess.
could
or
be.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Barbarian currency has gone currency,
Hmm.
but barbarian token is also wanted.
It is.
Well, yes, barbarian currency can move to currency because the addition of barbarian quest was slow. Barbarians and raid tokens were because the update pace is fast, if it does. Since operation will become confusing, there are no plans at present so far. Hope that clears
Okay,
that one
so
up in regards to barbarian currency.
It has something to do with the beast tribe currency
Yeah.
that has moved to the currency tab, I believe.
Yeah,
Is that what they call? They call beast tribes barbarians in
Probably,
Japan?
probably.
That's amazing.
Barbarian token though, I don't understand why that is wanted. Do they want it physically as well?
why would you want it? No, this.
So barbarian currency has been moved to currency, I think is what they say there. Barbarian
Mhm.
currency is now in the currency
Oh,
tab.
does it mean like the old ones where you like the drops from? So like for kobolds, it would drop the different coins, wouldn't it? And then you can hand them in for reputation. couldn't you?
Yeah, you'd use them to complete quests.
Yeah,
yeah.
some quests required tokens
go, like,
that
kill
you
a
could
fate.
get outside of the quest.
Yeah. I don't. Is that seems like a weird. Who cares about that anymore though?
doesn't seem like an issue.
Because they
That's a
stopped doing
weird
those.
question. Yeah. Okay.
They-
there are
'cause
no
there was none of
plans.
At
there was
present
none of-
so far.
There was none of those fate killing
Present so far.
barbarian quests in Heavensward, right?
Yeah.
No,
Like you never had to
Oh.
go. You never had to go do
Nah.
that, right? I don't
Right.
think you did.
I don't think so.
No. I can't remember. It's been
Alright.
so long.
Well, we all want barbarian tokens. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. More of that.
I would like to strengthen the equipment of 24 raids. There.
Are no plans at the moment.
Okay.
If it strengthens it catches up with the IL of the equipment obtained by the hardship content, and no one goes to the difficult one.
Okay.
We are providing the equipment according to the difficulty level of the content, and doing it, the balance will collapse.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
That needs exclamation marks after it.
The balance will definitely collapse.
So they want better weapons from the 24-man raids.
Do you think they're specifically talking about weapons, or do you think just item level in general?
It says
Maybe because it only drops left side pieces.
Maybe.
Well, it says I would
By
like to
doing the-
strengthen the equipment of 24 raids, so I'm guessing it just means I want better, like strong gear. Okay, sorry, gear. I forget they don't drop weapons.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably gear then. But he's basically
Just
saying that they can't do that because the higher eye levels they go to the hardcore content like Savage and Ultimate.
Wait.
And if they were to,
Hardship?
yeah, I guess that's hardcore. See, I can read through Google Translate pretty well. So they and that's why he says that if they were to raise the eye level of the gear dropping in the Alliance raid, the fine balance between hardcore and midcore content will collapse, and we'll just have there won't be any reason to do Savage content, which makes sense.
I guess.
Yeah. If only they
Yeah,
added a hardcore 24-man raid,
Oh, that would be good.
then yeah, sure, give it a high eye level.
I think
Yeah, if you
what I don't
yeah.
understand about that is because by doing the 24-man raid, you get up to the highest item level you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it puts you to 340.
Yeah.
So, and you can't get better gear than 340 except for the weapon.
Yeah.
And you can't upgrade your weapon through Ravenaster anyways.
True.
So, isn't it already there? Like you can already get the best stuff you can get.
Yeah.
It's not the Genji stuff, but it's still augmented Lost Allegan. That seems weird to me because yeah, you can go to 340 with the raids.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's a bit slower, but it happens eventually.
It's true, yeah. Yeah.
He wants the specific gear that drops there to be 340, not the upgrade token.
Clamor it, dude. Clamor the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use
But you
Marapri.
Yeah,
Just
use
use
the
the
Marapri.
It's the Marapri system, for God's sakes. Okay, next question.
I'd like to deposit items of Mog Station as valuables.
Please wait a little more about the items around that, because I am doing a major renovation towards patch 4.2.
Okay, so that one I know. That's the
Of my
armoire.
house.
They're talking about the armoire.
Right.
They want to store Mog Station items in the armoire. And apparently they are planning a pretty big renovation of the armoire in 4.2. It seems like a lot of major systems are getting a lot of systems are getting major overhauls in 4.2. I mean the Glamour system is a pretty big deal in 14. So, and now the armoire, which we haven't seen any updates to since it was implemented in 1.0. Yeah, so please look forward to that.
Please do.
Oh, this one is good. Next question.
Oh, God.
About
SMOHopera creating a companion application that can be used with FF14. The application has 3 functions in its initial release. The first one can chat with FC members and friends in the application. Secondly, you can operate items without logging into the game, such as organizing and receiving retainer items, etc. Third, is accessible to the market board. It is released as free application, but it is developed as an application that all players with some fee-based functions will be using in the future. I would like to expand Platoon and retainer venture, etc. I want to release between unreasonable but next year's patch 4.2 or 4.3 this year.
Okay, so next year's patch 4.2, and then we'll get 4.3 this year.
Yeah,
4.3
They're
comes out
really
before.
changing it up here, but remember they're doing major changes in 4.2, so they had to delay it. So
which isn't coming until
yeah, so that's
quite a
next
time in the
year.
future.
So you heard it here first, folks. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about in here. So there's obviously
Yes.
talking about the app that we never get this app. They've been talking about this like since the relaunch.
Soon.
Soon TM.
Just need to wait till next year.
So it's between patch 4.2 and 4.3, I would assume then, because he says around 4.2 or 4.3.
Yeah, he does want to release it between unreasonable.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that it says it's going to be released as free application, but it's developed as an application that all players with some fee-based functions will be using. So
yes.
Maybe is he talking about if you like pay for extra retainers, that's gonna help you out? You know, stuff like that. Maybe.
If you have to pay to use this app,
yeah,
then I don't think that's a very good idea.
That's a bad idea. I mean, you're already paying per month for the game.
Yeah. I read one of the questions ahead. And I started
right. Yeah. It probably, if they give, I don't know, that's bad to me. I mean,
what if like an auto undercutter? You can choose your minimum and it just auto undercuts forever.
Oh, great! Sounds fun.
I could see it being something like, okay, well, you have access to 2 link shells and your free company. If you want to chat with 7 link shells or a link shell that's specifically, you know, like something like that, where they're like giving you extra chat functions or something, which I don't think it'd be crazy. If you're gonna, you know,
I guess.
Is it a one-off fee or a sub fee?
If it's a one-off fee, that's fine.
I'll live with it.
But if it's like you have to pay per month to keep like like that's a monthly subscription. Like then I'll have to pay a monthly subscription for my app.
Yeah,
as well as the game. Like you have
I'll just play the app.
I'll just use the app today. This month is app only. I can only afford the app this month.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what I think about that. Though then again, this is a poorly translated. If you haven't gathered yet, this is.
What do you mean?
No, I mean.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do any. I mean, this. Yeah. Okay. Next. Next question.
Made a stuff uso, please.
Could personnel be willing to make if the person in charge is heard because it is in the hall? But I do not know which will be the first one with the catfish. Maybe the Shiba Inu may be the first. So they want more plushies. And they want an uso, whatever that is.
They want to make the person in charge is heard because it's in the hall.
Is it in the hall? Is it in the hall though? That's the question.
Is it in the hall?
Okay. What is the ususo though? What is that?
Uso. You know what I'll do? I will Google
live research.
It looks like a truck.
What?
Or a van?
Okay, yeah, I would like a plushie of that.
What the fuck? Okay, a stuffed truck.
Looks like a van.
A van plushie. Make it happen.
Make a stuffed plushie, please, of a van.
I searched it with and without spaces, and it's a truck, and there's a lot of American and wrestling, and it's pretty cool, man. I would, yeah. There's Elmo down here and Grover.
What the hell's going on? Oh well.
Anyway, let's.
Pretty cool, honestly. I think that's cool.
I want to see the stuffed van coming soon. Okay.
That's called Alpha.
Yeah, that's Alpha. Yeah.
The Chocobo before Omega.
Oh yeah.
Unless he's called Uso in.
Oh, maybe Japanese. It's called Uso then.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I no idea. Did I just?
Let's just no.
Just not acknowledge that. As the apartment is narrow, I would like to make SML like a house, which I'm assuming means small.
Or small, medium, large.
Oh, small, medium, large like a house. Okay, sure.
Increase the land towards patch 4.2 and fairly cross over to everyone. We are doing development with full power. So we do not plan to develop a large apartment as of now, but want to consider positively after the task is over. So,
So this is
Okay.
actually an important
hopefully
part.
that clears a few of your niggling qualms. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I believe this was actually somewhat translated. This is about the housing, so we might have to get
I
this
think
one right.
what they're saying is, I have a really tiny apartment and I want to upgrade it to like small, medium, large houses. So it's the same thing, but in an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's saying, well, I'm increasing the amount of wards in 4.2. They did say something about making a fair system for everyone.
Yes. They
Mhm.
wanted to make a... I mean, I feel like they've said this No, they haven't said this. The way they said it this time kind of feels like they're actually trying this time to make
Well,
some sort
yeah,
of
but-
change. Last time they just said we're going to add more wards. It doesn't seem like that's happening quite the same way here, because they say that they specifically want to make it more fair. Don't know how
Well-
that's going to work.
Well, if it's like apartments where they're kind of just like, okay, we're gonna add this many, and then when you guys use them all, we'll add more.
Like I talked about in the previous... Oh, now we're talking specifically about the apartments, right?
Apartments,
okay,
yeah. Which is a more fair system, if you want to think of it that way.
Yeah.
So it could be something like that, you know.
That instead of adding wards and changing the housing system, they'll just make the apartments bigger and just have the I don't know. I mean, that's how it is right now, isn't it? If the apartments get full, they just regenerate.
They just
make a
regenerate
new
more,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they should do that with housing, in my opinion, anyways.
Hmm.
Because you know how many people would just buy a house even though they don't have an outside.
Yeah, that's true.
If you didn't have like you weren't part of the neighborhood or whatever, but you could still go to an apartment and buy a medium or a large house, and then there you go. You know, you can still have your grand company even allow you to buy FC apartments.
Yeah.
then that would be perfect.
All right, sure. That would be fair. It'd be a fair system.
I guess. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they're doing. I'm not excited. I'm looking forward to it.
You already have a house. You're not excited for anything.
I want a mansion.
See the longing in his eyes right there?
Next question.
What is the next job hint for the next extended disc?
There is none.
Whoa!
Sorry, whoa. I didn't mean. Oh, wow.
There
Calm
is no
down,
hint.
Noah.
There is no
Sorry.
hint. There is
It's
no
an
hint.
exclamation mark.
I mean, it's a little bit early to ask about the next
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, it's pushing it quite a lot.
Yeah. If this was 4.4, maybe, but we're barely through 4.1.
Oh god, this is it.
This is my favorite question of the entire thing.
Okay, let's get through this one. Come on.
Oh, okay. All right. From what time did you develop the Cranea Liberator?
Crayon's Liberator trailer's letterwork was made on September the 27th, 2015. This year, the Crayon Liberator released in 2017. Then you will know when you are working on extended discs. Have you all enjoyed Crayon's Liberator, by the way?
It's been really good so far. Yeah,
I
I like it a
like
lot.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been very colorful. Like they've really popped out, you know, a lot of the colors and the environments. It's been
Yeah,
really great.
Yeah.
I like that. Crayon's Liberator, that's Crimson Liberator for those of you that
Cranea Liberator.
Or Cranea Liberator.
yeah, that too. It could be both. I mean,
I also like how it's written three different ways: Cranea, crayons plural, and crayon.
that is the Japanese title for
Yes. Final
Is-
Fantasy 14 Crayon's Liberator.
So I fucking love it so much.
It's the Japanese name for Stormblood, not Crayon's
Yeah.
Liberator, but
Not crayons.
Yeah, whatever.
Crimson, yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably the most normal question in here.
Yeah.
What are you proud of in patch 4.0?
It is proud that the evaluation of the main story was extremely high from the media and players all over the world. is proud that I was told that it was particularly interesting, even compared with the past FF of the past.
Past FF of the past.
Oh,
Good on him. Yeah, it is a good story.
Yeah.
Just as Final
I mean,
Fantasy goes.
And
Mhm.
even like I said it right when Stormlight came out, it was good compared
Really
with
good
the past
story.
FF of the past.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yaz has actually played all the FF of the past. The
Yeah.
past FFs of the
Yeah.
Oh,
past.
I've played the past FF of the past.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So
And
Yaz knows what he's
Mhm.
he's talking about.
think it's up there for sure. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. I agree with that. He can be proud of that.
Yeah. Good on
Yeah,
you,
totally.
Yoshida.
Yeah.
He should, and all the writers too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koji,
Except
etc.
Chocobo Man.
Chocobo Man, he got
No,
promoted
actually, because
for
he
no
did
reason.
Susano, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he
Never
did.
mind,
So
that was
actually, he
actually
did.
So who's working on Chocobo Racing now?
No one.
No one.
What?
It hasn't been changed in 2.5 years.
That Chocobo Racing office is just like full of cobwebs and it's just
Yeah.
dark. There's no one left there.
It's a dead chicken on the floor.
There's a dead.
If somebody
chicken.
was working it, we probably would have had another map by now.
Yeah,
So
we need a
another
Heavenswood map,
one-
and then we need a
one-
Stormblood map.
One single. Remember when people saw the like the Germanian Higilins, like the paths that go up, and people were like, that would make the
Oh,
greatest
yeah.
Chocobo track.
Yeah. No.
No one cared.
You'd almost think they don't really care about that content.
I don't know why. It's awesome.
Hmm.
I
okay?
think you should just wait till 4.3 later this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am waiting with bated breath.
And well, I don't know. They might have to squeeze it into 4.2 next year. So
Interesting patch cycle we have.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, next
because
question.
4.2 is next year,
Mm-hmm.
and so is 4.3. So they're right, except for
No, except for
Yeah.
that 4.3 comes
except
out
for the
this
fact that
year.
they said this
So,
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The concept of the last of the main story is there.
Now I
Hmm.
am deciding how to finish the whole story, making the story of Crimson's Liberator.
Hmm.
I decide to finish
right.
the current story properly, but the game does not end even after a story ends. A totally new story may come out on the disc. So
I like how they got it right too. It's
Yeah.
Crimson's Liberator. They nailed it.
I just
Um,
read ahead, and that was about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um,
So basically, I think they're asking the end of the current story that he's working on, the Ascian, the whole main plot.
mhm.
But after that, he's going to look to maybe push a second story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a new story may come out on the disc.
But not obviously not digitally.
No,
on-
just on
on
the
the disc
disc.
only.
They stopped using.
Right.
Yeah.
Digital
Yeah.
distribution is dead.
Yeah.
It's all about the disc
Yeah.
now.
That's very, very true.
Okay, and I just need a moment before this.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Am I ready though to read it? Okay. All right. Rabanasta.
Come on.
Rabanasta of FF12 appeared, but is there plans to put FF of past works in 14?
Even in Omega of the Dimension, I put various FFs. Inside of the dimension of patch 4.2, Omega is like content that you are surprised. I hope for the future movement and flow and waiting.
Mm.
You were surprised. I hope you were surprised for waiting.
I hope for the future waiting.
Oh my. Okay. Rabanasta.
Rabanasta.
I love
Spelled
Rabanasta.
Amazingly. Rabanasta. Amazing.
So that was a bit of a weird and slightly stupid question, because obviously there's
Mhm.
gonna be other Final Fantasy works in 14. That's how it's always been. That's how it's
We got
gonna
five
keep
Or
going.
Rabanasta.
Huh.
Mm.
So, I mean,
Anyways, last question, and boy, is it a good one. Now, how do you want to? Okay. Mm.
Invalid and FF14, are they linked?
How is that? I think that Mr. Matsuno only knows the answer.
So we'll never know, guys.
We'll
that
never know
is-
if
well,
the two are linked.
If
argument-
Invalid and 14 are linked, that's obviously
Yeah.
Evilise.
We'll never know if Invalid is actually part of 14 or not.
But the
So-
fact that he doesn't say it again, there is something weird here. The fact they don't want to just say no, just say that this is 14's unique thing,
Yeah.
like they did with Crystal Tower and Doma,
Or say yes.
or say yes and just say
Mm-hmm.
yes, this is linked to the actual Evilise.
The
Done.
actual invalid.
But I still think that it's because it's. I still
The
think
real Invalid.
I still think this has something to do with the question mark map and the fact that there's more in this story that's gonna unfold, and maybe that will confirm whether or not it is linked or not. We just don't know yet, and they don't want to spoil it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you can't take it. We can't take it seriously either. That's the problem.
That's
It's because it's just such a
this
ridiculously worded
is the
interview.
only translation we could find, and it is the
Yeah.
fine folks at Google. Thank you very much for translating this. Yeah. So we're done with that now.
Yes, thankfully.
Thanks
think I could-
to
I was starting to get a headache from laughing so much.
yeah, that was terrible. What has this podcast become? Why am I pretending like this podcast has ever been good?
Yeah.
Okay. The live letter 39 digest has been released, and at the end there, it's said something interesting. It's at the very bottom. As for Eureka, name pending. Balancing is taking quite some time, so we are aiming for release during or after patch 4.2. Instead of focusing on upgrading weapons, we are planning for a fun new activity of strengthening the player characters themselves. Please stay tuned for more details. No, but it says Eureka name pending suddenly?
Yeah, that's really strange.
Yeah.
That's
It
really
was on
strange.
all the official art from FanFest.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. Go
it's
ahead.
possible that maybe Eureka is the name for the zone, like a whole, like the thing of the whole thing together, you know? Kind of like, I'm assuming if there was another diadem, if that would have been
This is-
successful,
yeah.
they would have called it something else.
Mm.
Maybe
And
the
the individual name, you know, like exploratory missions, or you know,
right, I
like
see what you mean.
maybe
Yeah.
Eureka's the name of the zone, or maybe it's the name of the system and not the name of the zone, or vice versa.
I'm starting to think that Eureka didn't work, and that's why we didn't get it in this patch. And they are slowly trying to back out and make it something else. Because notice how it doesn't, how they say, instead of focusing on upgrading weapons, we are planning for a fun new activity of strengthening the player character themselves.
So why didn't give us our weapons then?
Yeah.
You know, we haven't got any weapons yet, though, have we? We haven't got anything.
In before, they just give us a Zodiac quest line again, just a boring old relic quest, and then Eureka is something else. They just gave up on the Eureka relic thing. I'm starting to think that now because everything surrounding this content has been so weird.
Yeah.
Why
Why are they having so much difficulty with it?
I don't know.
What is it about it? I mean,
Maybe I'm going to guess that this is the thing that Yoshi-P said never been done in an MMO. The thing that he's been talking about fucking since 3.1, and it because it hasn't been tried in an MMO before or done in an MMO before. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it just didn't work. Yeah, they're definitely afraid of this failing like the diadem, because if they do that again for the third time, that's bad. So
Yeah.
I see that part of it. So there, I think Eureka has been changed to something different. Like they're going away from what they originally planned, which is why it's being delayed so much, and why they don't talk about it. And now suddenly Eureka is like, the name is pending now. I still think this sounds like they're trying to rebrand and change the content entirely. There's no mention of relics here, for instance. They just say that we're no longer gonna upgrade weapons there. Just gonna upgrade your character, whatever the fuck that means.
Just means you as a character are gonna get better at skill. You're
So
gonna get
your
better playing the game. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Your character base stats going up. Is that it?
I doubt it.
I mean,
There's no way that's the case.
I was thinking they could look into using the soul crystal as a relic type thing.
Oh, so
And
that
you
one
break
would get
soul crystal,
stats.
and that increases your stats.
That
Because
would-
that will last forever. Weapons will disappear, but the soul crystal has literally done nothing since we got it.
Yeah. I think
It's
Diadem
just a
2.
slot.
Yeah.
It's possible.
That is possible. That actually makes sense if you look. I mean, yeah, it makes sense if you look at it. I don't understand any of this, to be honest. It's the more we read about Eureka, the more confusing it gets because
Yeah.
they have no clue what they're doing. Some chat saying I think Diadem 2 was like a mini Eureka, and when Diadem 2 failed, they couldn't deliver, so they probably got cold feet. I think so. I know they said that Diadem and Eureka was going to be entirely. It's going to be the Diadem, but not like the Diadem. I believe they said like initially, and then it's just like slowly just no information, and now it's just gone. I mean, I'm over it. I'm over the loss of Eureka right now, but it still bothers me that we still don't have a relic or any system like that in the game. And the fact that they just the one content that was gonna give us a relic system that we had never seen before, or at least in 14, they seem to be going away from it.
Yeah. I mean, as boring as relics are,
Yeah.
the carrot still looks quite delicious.
Yes.
And so you still work towards it.
And it's undeniable that it gets people to play the game.
Exactly. It keeps them playing it for a while.
It's a nice thing to do, like when you have nothing else to do, you can work on your relic, or if you, and there are still people that think working on a relic is actual fun content that they will just do that.
More power
they
to
exist. They exist. But it's, and of course we can't deny the fact that the relics usually look very good, so they're also nice to Glamour.
All they have to do is create a cool looking weapon for all the jobs, and then an incredibly tedious long grind fest. And that's content for ages.
Yeah, but I'll give them that. They didn't opt for that route. So far, they haven't just done that. They haven't just reskinned the Zodiac quest line and just given us that. Like, it seemed for a while that they genuinely wanted to give us something different, even like talking about relic armor. And now it seems like that's not happening, or what is happening? What is happening to Eureka? Is Eureka gonna remain the same? Is it gonna be cold Eureka? Like, everything is...
It's very up in the air at the moment. That's for sure. We really don't know what to expect. I think you're right. Like, they probably realized that there was something fundamentally wrong with Eureka. Because in the past they were trying to make it sound like it was adjustments that they were working on, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it's adjustments anymore.
No.
It sounds like they're changing what the entire idea of it is on the fly at this point.
Yeah. Because they... I mean, considering how long they've been working on this, you'd think that the delay would, at least if there was just minor adjustments, we would probably get it around the end of 2.1 maybe, or like at the very last on 2. Sorry, I keep saying 4.2. But here he says patch 4 released during or after 4.2, which was exactly the same thing he said about 4.1 and Eureka, that it would release around 4.1, was it 1.15 or after? So
maybe this is just the content that just gets pushed back forever and we never see it.
This is going to be like the mystery content that we never got. Sounds like a good series. The Fall and Rise of Eureka. Or sorry, the Rise and Fall it would be in that case then. Remnants of content. That doesn't sound. That doesn't. Rock.
What?
I just came up with a new series. Okay. I love how all my series are based on how if they sound good, abbreviated. They have to be good. Okay. It makes sense that they're saying that Eureka takes a lot of balancing checks. It's the type of content where players spend a lot of time, not like a dungeon or raid. Yeah, but they made Savage, they made Ultimate, and they came out in time. Eureka is not Ultimate. So no, that's not gonna fly with me.
and it's not like they are scared of adding content and then fixing it later.
Yeah, exactly.
They do not shy away from that one bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's I think it's basically they've just realized it doesn't work, reworking it. But I wish they were more transparent and told us what's going on, because it's kind of annoying to keep seeing it change. But hey,
Definitely.
Maybe that's how they want to build hype. Could be. Anyways, we've I guess that's the end of the show for now. Unless I've missed. Nope. Remember to stay tuned if you're watching this live. The post show will continue after this. There will be a comment show, and where's everything that we're gonna do? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
There's the world premiere of Remnants of a Realm, episode 24. If you're a Patreon supporter, you will get the episode up soon. The reason why I just want you to explain why patrons don't have it yet. You were supposed to have it before the show, but I had to do a last-minute render because the overlay keeps glitching, so I had to. It's just fresh off the render right now, so you'll get it immediately after. So don't worry about it. YouTube will not get it today. They will get it on Monday or Sunday. Monday. Wait, when does
Or Wednesday.
I might just push it to the next week slot, and then I shouldn't talk about this on air. YouTube gets it whenever I decide to. And I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the most amazing thing you've ever heard. I'm not gonna say what it is. And of course, we'll pull up Patreon from the Patreon-only voice chat and discuss the topic they bring to the table. Okay, remember to stay tuned for that. If you're watching this on demand, we'll be back next week.
Sorry, this was such a stupid show.
What are you talking about? This is a great show. Let's. How do we end? Good. I'm Lakeel Bravestone. I've been joined by Yaspot and Mel Vanadar.
No, my name is Melwib. Thank you very much.
Melwib from Loms. I can't remember what.
Lomsa Liminosa.
Lomsa Liminosa and Mel Vanadar. Crayons.
Marapri.
Thank you for watching. Good night. No, goodbye. Because this isn't.
Bye.
Bye. Hey. I can't turn off the microphone. Hold on.